A super sophisticated film here, holding my phone with one hand and gluing with the other hand. But you know what? It does work. There you go with the glue. I squirt that glue out in pretty big amounts, and I've laid this design out already because I want to be able to see it. And it's down on a board. Voila. You like to see my flowers here. There's the center. Pretty basic stuff. You know, I've been making this same kind of flower for some years, and it is kind of a, you know, bit abstract. I see these mosaic makers really super precise, and that is awesome. My method is not super precise for certain things like this. It's got a bit of a almost childish, whimsical look, and I rather like it. Here we are gluing down some tile pieces to this giant tile mural. Well, I almost need a drone for a project like this, don't I? I am up on a chair here. This part of the project, which is the first panel, and I have 2 more to go. Yep, and the glue will come off of it. It looks like this when you get close up. Professional camera, right? With my cell phone and a shadow. Surrounding situation. It's so organized and tidy and clean, right? All over Facebook. People look at you weird. Just tell them you're an artist. That's my saving grace in life. Thank you, God. And she filled this whole section in too. And I don't know what I did. I talked a lot. But I did some mosaic work too. Thank you, God. Oh, wow. We did a super lot here. There you go. Look at you.
Hey!
I'm filling in some very large areas on this large mosaic sky blue with some various colors in it. And I do have a couple butterflies I'm going to put in here, and then I'm up here working on the branches and the trees. I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to do this, and I love being creative. So here we are making a butterfly. She is. We're going to put blue around her now. Got a couple of her friends here. So I'm cutting up lots of tile, and this is how I do it with my tool. Wow. There. And I want to cut it into like triangles because that's my mode here. So you can see I just cut. Of course, I've been doing this for years, and my hands are pretty strong. So that's how it's done. Kind of looks like it's easy. I guess it's easy if you've done it a lot and you know how to do it. Voila. Wow, love it. Section in between this tree. Technical aspect of making this mosaic, as you saw at the beginning, I painted this on paper, on a net, and you see the paper is stuck to it, but I need to take that off, and I sort of take it off section by section as I'm gluing it. So I've torn it off, basically. You know, I cut it, and I'm just tearing it off here. All right, so this will stick properly. Then I flip it back over so it's in the right spot. There you go. It's exciting when you use different colors on a mosaic, I guess. I have been using this blue for such a long time. It was nice to graduate to doing these butterflies and to doing these tree leaves. I'm working on some very fine work, some very tiny pieces here, as you can see. A little more. And to see if this is straight. Oh, I like to keep moving around. I get almost finished with an area, and then I just feel like, oh, I need to do something different. Yep, So, boy, look at the colors. Colorful life that God gave me. Okay, so I just spent a half hour, maybe an hour, fixing some of these letters. Boy, they're so tiny. Look at the tiniest pieces. This is how it looks up close. And that's how it looks from far away. And that says Tree of Life in Turkish and the verse from Revelation. I got to fix that butterfly too, and I'm working on this tree. Yes. I'm going to put this on YouTube, and I don't want it in a vertical format. So I finished this side of the leaves, and I'm working on the tree where it splits off. This actually is a logo of this church. This Y is a logo, and it is for Yaşam, which is life in Turkish, and it's Yaşam Church, Yaşam Kilisesi, or Life Church. So it's got a double meaning here with the Tree of Life. I love this mosaic. I love working on it. I have a whole bunch of new friends helping me to pick this project up. So I think that this is going to work. As you see, what I did, I put two of these panels together, right? Finally, I haven't seen it yet. And then here's the last part of it. This is definitely not the final way it's going to look, but it does match up and it looks quite good. And it's down on the floor, of course. The whole thing will be up on the wall. So perhaps at the beginning, way long time ago, like 4 months ago, you recall that I was down on the floor and I was painting a template. So this is the top of the tree, and it's going to go on this last panel right here. And this is an experimental process for me because I haven't used this net, but it seems to be working well. So in order not to paint all over the church floor, I had paper down under this, and I had taped it, you know, to this net. So now I'm taking the paper off so I can glue, so the glue will come through these holes, right? I had two new friends help me, and boy, are they fast learners. I know it's not rocket science, but anyway, we did start the last part. This is the top of the tree, the very final part, I should say. Yeah, now you can start to see it. It's going to go right on top of that final panel. I worked on that today. Just cutting up some tile and continuing to work on this. See all my little containers with the different colors in it. Boy, this takes a long time. Mosaics, even though they're big pieces, I mean, these are relatively big pieces, right? Not super tiny pieces. And it still takes a long time.